how have coaches that you've worked with been receptive to the transparency?
I would say it's even shifted to some maybe even rely on that from me because we can disagree with each other in such a productive way. There's no quest to be right. And there are no I told you so. So we go back and forth and discuss points. And sometimes it's think about it. Let's revisit it. I had a coach the other day. It's like calls me one morning. He's like, yeah, thanks for the conversation. I didn't sleep last night. But you had me thinking about all this stuff and we're laughing. But that leads to this great dialogue. They also don't want to lean on the people they supervise. How much do you want to open up to a person you may have to fire at some point
Mm.
if they're not doing what they need to? We go into it knowing, like, hey, if I can't be honest with you, what are we doing? But to the Caddy reference at the end of the day, I'll say my piece. We're in the woods and you're fired up and you think the 230 slice between three trees over water is a good shot.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna try like hell to convince you no, that is not. Let's chip out in the fairway and we'll gain a stroke on the next hole. But if you are gonna do it and it goes in the water, let's go to the water and figure out what's the next best shot. And then in our reflection process, look back on like, hey, now that you're done with the round, what do we think about that shot? And sometimes like I'd hit it again. Okay. Or I don't know. It's nice to have no quest to be right and no I told you so's. It just opens up so many opportunities for great dialogue and great disagreement.
Shouldn't all of our relationships be that way, Fitzy?
I just think limiting the number of things we have really strong opinions
Mhm.
about seems to be beneficial.
Mhm.
Like the saying in golf, they used to teach golf, hold the club like a wounded bird. Don't want to drop it. It's like you don't want to swing a club and the club flies, but you don't want to choke the club. You want to swing freely. You've put a lot of work into formulating mindsets and thoughts about things and directions you want to go. So we're not wavering or just flailing in the wind that way, but it's leaving yourself open to constantly test theories. And there's some, like a kindness, like a generosity, that are going to hold up. That's why I love ancient philosophy. They have stood the test of time. But so many of the philosophies, and especially if you're a 25-year-old assistant or a 45-year-old head coach, you're going to test a philosophy and go, yeah, that doesn't hold water anymore. You got to make a shift. And by not holding on so strongly, you give yourself the space to say, yeah, I got to make a change. That's not the most effective way, or that's not working anymore.